Welcome to Medical Spa Insider. I'm Kathy Christensen, President and CSO of AmSpa, and I'm happy to welcome you to this very special podcast featuring 4 leaders in the medical spa industry who are also featured speakers at the upcoming Medical Spa Show 2025. This week, we are so pleased to chat with Medical Spa Show speakers Kate Dee, MD of Glow MediSpa, Linné Linder, ND of SkinSpirit, Cameron Hemphill of Growth99, and Jessica Nunn of Maven Financial Partners. Before we kick things off, we would love to give you the chance to see these faculty members, as well as all of our other speakers and exhibitors while enjoying the parties, networking, and fun in Vegas at MSS. As a Medical Spa Insider podcast listener, we're offering you 10% off registration. Just use the code Medical Spa Insider MSS25, all caps, Medical Spa Insider MSS25, all caps, as a promo code when you register at www.medicalspashow.com. Without further ado, please welcome Dr. Dee.
Hi, my name is Dr. Kate Dee, owner of Glow MediSpa and author of MedSpa Mayhem, and host of the podcast. I'm so excited to be a speaker at AmSpa's Medical Spa Show, taking place April 11th to the 13th, 2025, at the Wynn Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. I've been in the medical aesthetics industry for 10 years, and the success I'm most proud of is having built a thriving business that not only makes our patients happy, but provides a fantastic job for our employees. We really have a wonderful family at Glow. My biggest business or clinical failure, and the lesson I learned from it was, this is why I wrote my book. The very first injector I hired was a nurse, and the bottom line was that she refused to practice legally under my license, and we had to part ways. It opened my eyes to the many illegal practices in the industry, and that's what got me started writing MedSpa Mayhem. I invite you to come check out my sessions at the Medical Spa Show 2025. My first class is taking place on Friday, April 11th at 8:55 to 9:25 a.m. in the general session track. I'll be on a panel. The title is Dangerous Practices, Devastating Consequences, a compliance perspective. And during that session, we'll be covering all aspects of medical spas cutting corners, what the risks are, and how to make sure you're sticking to the law. On Sunday from 9 to 9:25 a.m., in the What Would You Do clinician versus clinician track, I'll be giving you my hot take on the best way to treat a patient needing correction of facial melasma, and we'll be competing with Leslie Fletcher, a fellow top provider in the industry. You get to vote for your favorite treatment option between the two of us. And finally, later that morning, from 10:45 to 11:45 a.m., I'll be on the panel on the conformity and consumerism. When do we decline the dollar to preserve ethical aesthetics? I can't wait. See you at the Medical Spa Show 2025.
Hi, my name is Dr. Linné Linder, and I am a medical provider for SkinSpirit. I've been in the medical aesthetics industry for 9 years, and truthfully, the clinical success I am the most proud of is joining the medical faculty with SkinSpirit this last year. On the flip side of that, my biggest failure and the lesson that I have learned was really not following my heart early on in my career. It's so easy to play the comparison game and to get caught up in all the people around you who are better and more successful. And truthfully, this can hold you back from achieving your full potential. And if I were to go back 9 years, I would tell myself to find the right mentor. The right mentor realizes that you never arrive in this industry, whether you are a beginner, intermediate, advanced, an expert, or a guru. The right mentor understands that you must be open to learning, open to feedback and growth at all times. And a great mentor celebrates your successes and never holds you back from achieving more. In fact, they challenge you and inspire you to achieve more. And it was the right mentor in my life that inspired me to speak at AmSpa back in 2023. And so once again, I invite you to come check out my session at the Medical Spa Show in 2025. My class is taking place on Friday, April 11th at 5 p.m. in the Clinical Innovations 2 Bridging Theory and Practice track. The title of my talk is Unlocking the Fountain of Youth, a journey into longevity and regenerative medicine. And during this session, I am going to be covering some really fun things. We live in an era where the pursuit of eternal youth is more than just a dream. It's imperative for medical spa professionals to stay at the forefront of groundbreaking advancements in longevity and regenerative medicine. Trends are changing, and truthfully, if you are an aesthetics medical professional, you will not want to miss this engaging presentation. In this talk, I'm going to dive into the latest trends, research, and practical applications of this particular field, which will equip all attendees with the knowledge and tools to revolutionize their practices and enhance their patient outcomes. A few of the things that I will be discussing are the science of aging, and I will discuss the underlying mechanisms of aging at the cellular and molecular level. I'm also going to highlight the role of regenerative medicine and showcase just how regenerative medicine offers innovative solutions for combating aging, rejuvenating the tissues, and enhancing one's overall wellness. I'm going to discuss cutting-edge therapies and examine such things as stem cell treatments, platelet-rich plasma therapy, NAD, and peptide therapies, and offer some insight into their efficacy and their safety. I will address practical applications because we all like the practical stuff. There will be some guidance on integrating longevity and regenerative medicine into a medical spa practice, including treatment protocols, patient selection criteria, and best practices for optimum results. We'll navigate some of the regulatory landscape surrounding longevity and regenerative medicine. But hopefully, this talk will empower all attendees with some marketing strategies for effectively marketing longevity and regenerative medicine to really attract and retain the right patients while also maintaining ethical and transparent communication. And lastly, you will leave, hopefully, feeling inspired with a new skill set that will foster your professional growth to help you to really position yourself as leaders in an evolving landscape of medical aesthetics. This presentation is really tailored for medical spa owners, nurse injectors, plastic surgeons, anyone seeking to stay ahead of the curve in longevity and regenerative medicine. This talk is for you if you are a forward-thinking medical professional eager to enhance your practice, elevate your patient care, and capitalize on emerging opportunities in this industry.
Hey guys, Cameron Hemphill here, president and founder of Growth99. Hey, I'm absolutely thrilled and honored to be a speaker at AmSpa's Medical Spa Show. I've been going to these conferences since the very beginning. And what I can tell you is I always learn something. I meet somebody and I learn something. And so if you haven't been to one of these events, I would highly, highly suggest it. If you haven't been to one of these events in a couple of years, maybe you've been to one of these events, but maybe it's been a while. I can understand, it takes some time to get there. your practice is running. You have to leave your family. You have to leave your colleagues. But what I can tell you is the ones that invest in networking, continuous education, connect with vendors, connect with exhibitors, understand new techniques, the one that actually take the time to invest in themselves are the ones that win. And I see it time and time again. Always make sure to take the time to invest in yourself, remove yourself from the practice, go learn something. So when you go back to the practice, you're feeling new energy and you're able to adapt and apply new techniques and behaviors that are going to help take your practice to the next level. So guys, I'm going to be speaking on Friday. That's April 11th, Friday at 5 p.m. It's about a half-hour talk. So it's really, really short. I would highly recommend coming to this talk. I'm going to be getting deep in marketing and what you guys need to do in order to deploy a very successful marketing strategy for 2025. Now, it doesn't matter if you're new to the business or if you've been in the business for over 10 years, if you have one location, if you have 10 locations, if you're a private equity group looking to get into the industry, everybody is going to learn something from this talk, okay? I have been speaking for over 10 years. I have a very well-known podcast that is very business-centric for practice owners. So if you're looking to effectively run your practice like a business and how to deploy the correct marketing strategies to your practice going into 2025, this is a talk you're not going to want to miss. I've been analyzing practices and practice owners for years. I've been in the industry for over 10 years, and I've worked with some of the most well-respected injectors and practice owners throughout my career. And what I can tell you guys is over 97% of practice owners are not investing correctly into marketing. They have no idea how to measure the return on investment. Their tech stacks are broken. They couldn't actively tell you what the patient lifetime value is. They can't tell you exactly what the cost per lead is or what the patient acquisition cost is. These are questions that I ask people that work with us. And some of them are able to give us the answer, but I can tell you over 97% struggle to give me the information. So that's what I want to bring to the table throughout this talk is what is the average patient spend per visit? What should patient acquisition costs look like? And what should you spend your marketing dollars on? And how much should you be spending every month? And actually how to measure that to really truly see the return on investment or the return on capital, as I like to say it. So make sure to attend, guys. Again, I've been in the industry for over 10 years. I have worked with some of the top practice owners around. And what I can tell you is going into the future, there is going to be practice owners that are absolutely going to thrive. And there's going to be others that are unfortunately going to have a really big struggle. You are seeing demand continuously rise. So demand from the consumer side. The consumers are continuously looking for practices, looking for providers, and they want to build relationships with the people that actually are investing in themselves, have good credibility, have good reputations, and ultimately get the best results. And so they're out there. They're looking on social media. They are looking on Google. They're asking their friends and family. And as your name comes up, whether it's in a Google search query, a social media feed, a Facebook ad, an Instagram ad, TikTok, whatever it is, as your name comes up, you have to be well positioned to capture that patient. Okay? Because the data shows if you do not capture that patient, they're going to go to another practice and they're going to ultimately stay at that practice for 3 years. Okay? So if you are not capturing that demand, you can basically just say goodbye to that patient for another 3 years because they're going to go somewhere. They are looking to build confidence and they are looking for results. So make sure to get you guys in a position to have a very successful 2025. I'm going to get into the whole entire life cycle from what to do if you're a startup, to whether you're growing, to looking to optimize, to looking to exit, and even what a private equity group would look for from a KPI and numbers standpoint to really want to make an acquisition. I'm a big fan of actually running your practice as if you are going to sell it, saying that you are looking to sell, but understanding like why it's so important to run your practice effectively through benchmarks, through KPIs, through numbers, and really table the emotion and let's look at the data. And as you run your practice effectively that way, it's going to make everybody more productive and going to bring in more profitability to the practice. So I'll leave it at that, guys. Make sure to come to the conference. Again, I'm speaking. It's April 11th through the 13th. And my talk specifically is going to be at 5 p.m. Friday, April 11th. And my entire approach to this industry is to help through marketing and running your practice effectively like a business. I have been in the CRM and marketing world for over 20 years. And so I can really speak to a tremendous amount of credibility behind what works, what doesn't work, what success looks like, and what failures look like. So attend my class. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys here in a couple of months. Thank you so much. We'll see you then.
Hi, my name is Jessica Nunn. I'm the CEO and founder of Maven Financial Partners here in Dallas, Texas. I've been in medical aesthetics for 6 to 7 years, but helping healthcare practices in general for closer to 20 years, which means, wow, I'm really old at this point. The business success that I am most proud of is truly building Maven Financial Partners. We are able to help so many of you around the country get clear on your finances, understand your business, become more profitable, make more money, have a clear plan. And that has been my passion from the beginning. But the fact that we've been able to grow team members that they can also take care of so many of you has just been truly the most rewarding thing I've ever done. Maybe tied with raising babies. And I'll say that now these babies are teenagers. So, this is winning. My biggest failure, and I wouldn't call it a failure. I think there are so many things in business that maybe we have to restart on, or, maybe they don't go as planned, but they're truly lessons, right? They're not failures. If it were easy, everyone would do it, right? So let's call them lessons. They're not failures. But I think for me, this was a hard one, but I started out under a different brand with a partner. I still very much enjoy this partner to this day, but we realized along the way that the way that we wanted to help clients was a little bit different. The things that we had a passion for were a little bit different. So we spun off and became Maven Financial Partners at that point. But I learned a lot through that process. And it's been handy because a lot of our clients have gone through the same thing. So if you're working in a partnership or you have a partner or other people in your business that own it with you that you're accountable for, it's very much like a marriage. So how can we make sure that we're aligned to the same vision? How can we make sure that, where we want this business to go is the same? We've got to be really intentional and have great communication, just like any other real marriage or friendship or, anything like that, just like any partnership. So we've got to make sure that we're aligned to the business and kind of rowing the thing in the same way. And if we find that at some point what we want is a little bit different, it's okay potentially to restart. You either get aligned or you do something different. So that's where we formed Maven Financial, and it was a really great lesson. And we've been able to take that story and help out so many others that are in that position. But again, I wouldn't consider it a failure, right? It's a lesson. We learn along the way. My talk at the show is one of our favorites, what the most profitable med spas are doing in 2025. The class is on Friday in the business performance dashboard. It's in the financials and KPI track. That's where we belong. We'll be reviewing what the most profitable med spas are seeing in terms of revenue, expenses, what KPIs are they tracking, how are they measuring their success, measuring their performance. We like to track those KPIs. We'll also provide a few tips along the way as to what some of these practices are doing to really make them stand out and have, in most cases, their most profitable year ever. Financials, profitability, KPIs, oh my, it's going to be a fun time. We hope that you'll walk away with some inspiration to let 2025 be the year that you finally get clear on your finances. We hear from a lot of you that I really want to take the time to understand my financials, to know where my money's coming from. Where the heck is it going? Why don't I have any? Whatever the problem might be, it's been on your list. So let's let 2025 be the year that you finally tackle understanding these numbers. We're bringing a lot of our team members to Vegas. So if you're going to be there, let us know so we can make a plan to hang out. We'd love to see you again. We'll have a booth and, of course, we'll be around. So let us know if you're coming. We can hang out and we look forward to seeing everybody there.
Don't miss Medical Spa Show 2025, April 10th through the 13th at the beautiful Wynn in Vegas. Use code Medical Spa Insider MSS25, all caps, as a promo code when you register at www.medicalspashow.com. See you there.